Daryl and to Cindy for having us here and for the opportunity to speak to you all today. I'm thrilled to be here, as I have been in the past. I want to ask you a question. Think about a brand that you love. Some kind of product that you buy, you find you're buying the same one all the time over and over again. You're very loyal to it. What'd you say?
Kleenex.
Kleenex. Do you know why you like Kleenex so much?
In my mind.
It's just in your mind, so it's kind of, so it's not necessarily something about it, but you just like it, or you've used it.
Scott's tissue.
Scott's tissue. And why do you buy Scott's
It
tissue?
lasts longer.
It just lasts longer.
Love it.
There you go. There's an ad for Scott's tissue. Anyone else?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. What do you like about Dr. Pepper?
I love the taste.
The taste. It's those, what, 52 spices or something? Is that what they Am I right? Okay. No, we're right. Yeah, I don't know about the gluten, right. Probably does. It's got, yeah, we won't talk about sodas. We're just enjoying them. Okay. Well, I want you guys to think about this. Y'all came up with those pretty quickly. And we have a lot of brands that we really love, right? So I've got a few more here that we can look at. Okay. Anybody buy their clothes at Coldwater Creek? That's one of my go-to places. Yep, I like it a lot. When we get tired of McDonald's, right, we were so glad that there's an option for fast food that's healthy, right? And that's what we think of. All right, anybody know what this one is?
Oh my gosh, we love
Because you love outdoors.
outdoors.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, where's my ladies? My guys from dinner last night, we're all talking about gluten-free, so home foods is our thing, okay? Anybody associate with this one? Yeah. Whether we have one or not, we may like the brand still. And Mercedes is a little different than Toyota, isn't it? They're both quality, they're both good products, but they're a little bit different. Okay, and here's the big one. None of y'all said this, but many of you will. Boom.
Oh, right.
The Big Apple. Lots of people are really, really loyal to Apple. So these are just a few of our favorite brands that we have. There's a guy in Europe, Luke Spicer is his name, and he talks about brands as friends. Let's look at his quote here. It's kind of interesting as you start thinking about the brands that you love as friends and how well you kind of know each other a little bit. So, the brands I love have something special. They are unique. Well, I think they're unique because, they're my friends. The brands I love understand me better than anyone else. I respect and trust the brands I love, and I know almost everything about the brands I love. We do kind of study the brands we love, don't we, a little bit? Some of them, we learn about Whole Foods, and then we learn about things, the kind of information about a car, what's best about it. So I appreciate that. It makes me think about, I really am loyal, and I know them, and they know me. So what is a brand? It's a difference. I just mentioned Mercedes and Toyota. They're really different, and you know the differences. They're relevant. They're relevant to our lives, okay? If they're not relevant, then we don't really care about them, do we? They're also something that gives us esteem. Now, that may not be Scott Tissue so much. I think we just kind of like that one. But Apple is a huge thing. They're an innovative brand, and people like to have Apple products because it makes them look innovative. Smart, cutting edge. They've got it going on, the cool factor comes with Apple, so a lot of people like that. The other thing is knowledge. We often will have or gain knowledge. We've studied a product, and they provide that information, whether it's subtle or upfront. They educate us about themselves and why they're amazing. Okay, I want you to do this little exercise real quick here. It's up there, but I'm going to not worry about the blackout screen. Think about how an agent, or maybe your association, or something in your marketplace. Just think about it. And we want to look at something objectively. If you pull out your business cards as an agent, or you pull out your website, and you look at your materials, what would you be thinking objectively? So we're just kind of going to think about this for a minute. Does your business card, is it just a nice professional business card? Great, that's a good thing. Your website, does it just kind of make a nice presentation of you, or does it say something more that people can identify with? And so I like for the students, they're all going to take out their business card and do this exercise and objectively look at their stuff and talk about it together to kind of rate their own stuff together, see how it flies. And most of them end up being a little bit bummed because they find out that they really are more of a secret agent. Yep, lots of secret secret agents. Do we have those? The only website they have is their personal page in their company gigantic website. So you're building your business, not their business. I know they kind of go together, but it's your business. So we talk about that and help them to realize they need their own things and they need to build that, not their company name, but their own name and their own information. So what I want them to understand as we go through this is they need a unique value proposition. They need their own thing, and we talk about what is a unique value proposition. What is it? Well, it's a simple and clear description of what you do. Here, this is what I do. If I just say I am a real estate agent, is that unique? Not a bit. So they do a little bit about what they do, and then some bullet points or little descriptions underneath to flesh it out a little bit. And I'm going to give you an example in a few minutes. But let's look at what is a unique value, what makes up a unique value proposition. It's going to be clear. It's going to have clarity. So it needs to be really succinct and right to the point. This is not a wordy thing. That's kind of funny too. We also work on the mission statements here, and sometimes agents pour all kinds of words. Because like Nate said, we talk a lot and we talk well. Well, this is not a time for lots of words. It's going to be concise. It needs to have results. The what's in it for me, right? What results am I going to get from your services or your product? How are they going to benefit me as a consumer? It needs to be unique, like we talked about, some kind of difference. And honestly, it may not be different than every agent in the business, but it's still something that you're doing that's going to differentiate you from some other folks. No hype. The days of #1 Realtor, woo, 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 those are gone, okay? Because people, I woke you up there a little bit, didn't I? Okay, we need that this time of the day. So, the #1 Realtor hype isn't working because people are appreciating genuineness. They want authenticity, and they want to know who you are, not #1 agent. What does that mean? What are you #1 in? I don't know. Okay. How long? Anyway. So it needs to be read and understood in 5 seconds. Bam. So, but before we get to an example, I want to show you a couple of things that might be realtor specific that can help you kind of, for your real estate business. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Okay. Maybe you're techie. People talk about in Silicon Valley, if you don't have the iPad and the whole DocuSign and all of that, don't even bother showing up. Well, in most markets, it's not quite that rigid, and this is a niche that some people offer to be really tech savvy in their real estate business. The downtown condos. So if you are an expert in that, there's a real niche there, and there's a lot of people who you can serve by focusing on that. And you know what? If you live downtown, it's real easy to drive around. It's a nice niche to be in. They're all real close together. Okay, I know a lady, and she has spent weekends for years and years at the horse events with her daughter. Well, oh my gosh, I don't know how to sell horse property. I mean, I could show it to you if we go there and you know about horses. She's the expert. So she bills herself as that, and she gets a lot of the equestrian business. She knows those people. Okay. All together. Aww. Lots of people are pet lovers. And some really, really love their animals, and that would be a great niche for people who are into rescue animals. That's something they can focus on too. There's more to connect there. This is just a snapshot of my blog. I'm a local native of my town. So for my real estate, I chose Franklin Monica as my brand because I've lived there for most of my life. So I connected with that part of my business. Yeah, just sold ours. However, it was a sad day, I know, but I've had many great times with Harley riders, and that's a great identity factor. Harley riders identify together, and they like to work with other people like that. So that was something that I worked for an angle for a little bit too. So let's look at an example. I put together kind of like as if I did a little website snapshot for you here. Helping people manage the process of buying and selling a home. Are there any phrases there that kind of stand out? Oh boy.
People manage.
Manage. People, manage. Helping. Process. Some of the people, some of the clients don't even recognize there is a process. So this is actually kind of educating them. So I appreciate y'all pulling out some of those key phrases because that's what we're hoping that they see and that it'll get their curiosity going. Do you have questions about the market, the contract, the inventory?
Well,
Well, what about the contract? I hope they get a little nervous that they know this is a legal transaction and it's a little bit serious, so we want you to understand. Yeah, we won't go into how many bad contracts I see on a regular basis. So, yes, we want to promote that. And I just even love this little phrase right here. These are just some basic things that I pulled out. They're not even real niche-y. Working with a well-connected, full-time agent who's in the market every day. I mean, there's lots of agents who fit that, but to even just put that out there and say, that's what I do. I'm in the market every day. I'm networking. And when there's low inventory, that makes a big difference. So it's kind of an education process with it. And then I just put a couple little things over here. You might want to have a search for homes, an action point. And then I put this with the Zillow's estimate. Everybody wants to know what is a Zillow's estimate. But that could be another little block for your, pet lover page or, some other niche that you have that you like. And it just kind of makes people, boom, they can identify with you a little bit more. We've got a couple scary statistics here. Well, actually, the first one's really good. 88% of buyers said they would use their real estate agent again. Here's a scary one. How many of y'all know what this next one is? Anybody? Dwayne. It's really sad. Only 12% actually use their agent again 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years later. Isn't that a shame? So I don't want to see agents be one of this high statistic. I want to see agents be in the 12%. So agents need to go and find the people who love them. Get some of those adjectives. Why did they love you? Why do you love your brands that we talked about at the beginning? Why do your clients love you? So get some of those adjectives, put it in a brand, put it in a package, put it in a unique value proposition, because I want to see you be one of the 12% and succeed. Have those clients again. All right. Thank you.